My boss just asked me not to wear my normal pants to work and I've never been angrier. I wear normal pants to work. Our dress code is business casual, and I have gotten myself sized by a reputable tailor. All my slacks and chinos are from normal brands yet find at Macy's and are normal relaxed fit. However, yesterday my boss called me into her office and told me I would no longer be allowed to wear the pants I normally wear to the office and would have to wear something less revealing. Apparently, my bulge is inappropriate for the workplace. I have a normally sized penis. I actually freaking measured it to make sure I wasn't crazy, and I'm pretty close to the US average. Would a woman with large breasts be told she can't wear anything but baggy clothes? Would she be told by her boss that she must wear nothing but restrictive sports bras to work? I doubt it, especially in my workplace where women 2 seats down from me wear far more provocative clothing than my dang slacks. I asked her what should I wear instead. These are my size and she said just go buy something looser or get a bigger size. I'm not rebuying my entire collection of work pants. Go ahead and report me to HR. Let's see them try and fire me for having too much dong. I had to give up and just wear loose sweaters year round. It's chilly in there so it's not a problem. I wear a tank underneath so in the summer I can strip a layer for the drive. I'm a woman with large as frick breasts and I have been told multiple times to not wear low cut shirts that show cleavage despite the fact that my low cut shirts were not low cut. I just had bigger boobs so higher cut shirts would still show a bit of cleavage. I told them to stop looking at my boobs. Got written up for it. It's idiotic. Someone else's fixation on your dong or boobs or butt is not your fault. It's theirs for being distracted by it. I had to give up and just wear loose sweaters year round. It's chilly in there so it's not a problem. I wear a tank underneath so in the summer I can strip a layer for the drive. Email her a quick hi, I just wanted to recap what was said in our previous conversation regarding my dress. You stated and I quote that la bulge too big and requested that I buy looser baggier pants as mine are too tight. Is that correct? I want to be sure we're on the same page here. I'm also requesting a current copy of our dress code to prevent these issues in the future. I enjoy our workplace atmosphere and I want to be sure I'm committed and performing in a way that maintains the standard. Thank you. Watch it disappear. This is what I was thinking too. Get it in writing. If that doesn't make it disappear, then have some fun with it. Seriously though, that sucks. You need to complain to HR and ask her why she's staring at your crotch. Send an email so it's documented. Maybe even include this picture and the fact that they're tailored specifically to your professional fit. That's ridiculous. Your boss has a responsibility to prevent you from being sexually harassed in the workplace more so than to police your clothing. She should focus on correcting those who feel like it's okay to stare at your crotch rather than tell you to go out of your way to buy new clothing. TBH, this feels like victim blaming and could be illegal depending on labor laws in your area. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't see much of a bulge in those pants. I'd assume it's just the way the crotch is in them. Your boss is a perv for staring. Don't take this the wrong way. I don't. I was upset because I knew there was little no bulge to be seen. I have big boobs and once, while wearing a shirt that came all the way up to my neck, boss had me go home and change because that shirt was drawing too much attention to my chest. Sorry, I meant to leave my boobs at home today. Slipped my mind. I don't work there anymore. Solidarity with both of you. I was told to put my boobs away and had a boss try and sell me her old sports bras and workout tops so that I could squish them down. At a minimum wage job with mandatory aprons. It always drove me crazy when co-workers would show up in dirty, stinky clothes, but I got chastised for serving food while having breasts. Big-breasted woman here. I have absolutely been told to wear different clothing and no, I was not showing cleavage. They just stand out. However, I totally back you. That is some absolutely ridiculous crap. If anything, you should go to HR. At first I was like, oh, this guy has no idea that this does happen with boobs too, but you're right. It is ridiculous and I stand with you and Pants Man against weird body shaming in the workplace. I once wore a baggy on the top dress without a bra on a cold day. When I came back from my lunch break, So halfway through my workday, my nipples were hard from IT being cold. My female assistant manager sent me home for the rest of the day for looking inappropriate. No one sent my male manager home when his hard nipples, from the cold, were practically ripping through his shirt. But because mine were ever so slightly showing for literally 20 minutes, I was punished. I quit when I walked in for my next shift and she had called corporate to further scold me. My male manager put his 2 weeks in that day because he thought the whole situation was balls. Dress codes are fricked. No one sent my male manager home when his hard nipples, from the cold, were practically ripping through his shirt. I hope everyone else that read this cackled as much as I did. As a previous HR manager, I've had to have some awkward conversations related to people pushing the boundaries of business casual. But I'll tell you right now, I would have to be confronted by silly putty hanging out of a zipper before I'd say a thing about a man's package. Either A, she's got feelings, B, she's jealous of your woman, or C, she's looking for a sexual harassment case and trying to present a paper trail. Maybe all three. Tell someone else your concerns and document everything possible. Literally take a picture of the region while wearing the pants. That's what I was going to say. Create a paper trail. Ask her if she wouldn't mind putting her request in writing. If she does, take it to a lawyer. If she won't, keep wearing the pants because she knows she's wrong. I would have asked her what she means by my bulge. Forcing her to elaborate might have made her realize how inappropriate the whole thing was. Maybe. I don't think my boss has enough self-awareness to understand this. In terms of would a woman ask to change her clothes, often the answer yes. Any indication of sexuality is still taboo in many workplaces. Not saying it's a good thing, just that has been my experience thus far. My wife, who is already insecure about her size, got told at her last job she wasn't allowed to wear tank tops because of her boobs while others do. Companies are stupid, and the worst part is she's been in your position most likely. Maybe she's attracted to you. Why else would she be looking at your dong? I'm sorry this happened to you, op. Dress codes are balls all around. I was sent to HR and written up for a blouse that was deemed too busty. The craziest part was that the HR rep who wrote me up was wearing the exact same shirt in a different color. She justified it by saying that I was younger and my chest was more prominent in the blouse. I also got told off by my former manager for not wearing makeup to an important client meeting. As a woman, I have been told that I can't wear a regular tank top or shirt because it's too revealing. I have huge breasts. I even got yelled at for wearing a turtleneck because it highlighted the difference between my neck and my chest. Flat-chested people can get away with murder whilst a crew neck long sleeve shirt makes me look like a W. I am a 32A and I wear athletic shirts. I just pretend they are business casual, and a sports bra almost every day. My preferred bra is an Under Armour bra that basically smashes those bad boys down like they're hiding from the government. I have no idea what I would do with them if they were actual breasts. As a woman that wore regular business casual clothes to work and was told it's inappropriate, I was made to wear a men's uniform that was ridiculously baggy and, well, a men's tech uniform. I'm sorry this is happening to you, but I think you have two choices: stand your ground and die on this hill, or wear a little baggier pants. That's dumb. You look fine in these and there's gotta be something else going on. I did know a guy who did tailor his pants to be revealing and, well, they were. No one could second guess his intentions. This looks normal and not provocative. Glad to hear I'm not crazy. Now I want to see a picture of you wearing the pants to judge it ourselves. Sorry your boss suck. But heck, let's see if she's making a big deal or if I'm fact well you are gifted. Not trying to be inappropriate. Would a woman with large breasts be told she can't wear anything but baggy clothes? Yes. This is something that happens all the time actually. Doesn't make it, or what happened to you. Okay, but I just wanted to say it does happen. 1. Judging by the photo there's no issue whatsoever. Only feasible possibility is you had a stiffy and she took notice, which is tough crap for her because there's nothing we can do about it. The other thought that came to mind is that she might have had some sort of sick pee fantasy, since it sounds like the start of a crappy porno plot. 2. If this is a continued thing and she does still request you get baggier pants, Rock up in some mad baggy harem pants or something and see how she reacts then. Your pants are well fitted and your tailor is awesome. I also couldn't really see your dong. And I'm a bulge looker. I think your boss was looking at your dong and couldn't help herself and he made it your problem. I'm sad that you have high school girl dress code issues at your adulting place of work. Thank you. I'm glad my investment paid off. He's a talented. I also couldn't really see your dong. Yeah, that's what I thought, haha. Go straight to your business's HR and tell them what your boss told you. Tell them you want your entire pants wardrobe stocked by the company if your massive sklong is so distracting to your boss. I mean, she pulled you aside and said as much. Might as well get it approved and sponsored by the entire company. In reality, go to HR and tell them what your boss said. Unless you're going full skin tight leather and a cod piece, I think you'll be fine. Dude, not for nothing, I'm going to give you some advice. First, put the pants on and check them in a mirror. If they are too tight around the crotch area and you're constantly seeing a bulge, then you may want to consider changing them. However, if your pants are, as you say, business casual and they match whatever the dress code is that your company has, then you actually have on a harassment case. First, you have a sexual harassment case because why is your boss staring at your crotch? Second of all, how dare she state something like that to you? If you have not violated any of the dress code rules, then I would take it to your HR department. This is creating a hostile work environment for you. You are feeling violated and sexualized. You do not have to go back to your direct supervisor or boss who told you this. If there is no one above your boss, I would seriously consider taking it to your state's Department of Labor and file a sexual harassment case against them. However, I'm not sure how well this is going to work for you. This next piece of advice. If you could get an email sent back to the person who called you into the office to tell you to change your clothes, I would work that into an email to them stating, per your instructions, I just want to be as clear as possible on whatever day it took place, state the date and time that you were in their office. Then reiterate back to them exactly what they said for clarification at that time. I might even place in that email that this may be causing a hardship on you financially because now you will have to go and buy all new clothes per your instructions. Then I would follow it up with, is this correct, and let them email you back. Once they email you back with any type of an agreement or acknowledgement that they said that you are to forward that email to your own personal email address, your home one. You are to print it out and take it home because those are going to be the proof that you will need you to use against them. Dude, I wish you the very best of luck and I hope you win. Female to be getting away with this type of crap for so freaking long, it's not even funny. They get to scream harassment at a drop of a hat. If someone sneezes wrong, they get to scream harassment, and if one of them harasses a guy in this way, it's like it's no because it didn't really happen because you're a guy. Well, it's bulls and she should be held absolutely accountable. That's good advice. If she comes at me again, I'm going to request that she deliver her demands to me in detail via email. First, boobs are not genitals. Large men literally have boobs. Second, it's bulls that they would ask you to get looser fitting pants. WTF. However, when I was 13 and belonged in our church youth group, our male youth leader wore pants that massively showed his bulge. Yes, it distracted me. And yes, I already knew I was gay anyways. But he didn't know that he was tempting the heck out of me every Sunday, Tuesday and Friday. Anyways, welcome to how women are treated. But at the same time, I really think all of these standards are bulls. We all literally have bodies and genitals. Not to be pedantic, because I completely agree with you 100%. But us monstrosity-sized boob owners are discriminated against all the time. Neck revealing. How about society stops judging people for clothing altogether? At least we are wearing clothes. Before I go ahead and change my wardrobe in order to adhere to your request, I'm going to need it in writing first, please. Thank you for understanding. It happens to women all the time. Your rhetorical question about them not asking women to cover up is laughable. This is the very first time I've heard of a man getting singled out for something too revealing. Curvy women get told to wear less revealing clothes than their thin counterparts. The exact same outfit is fine for a thin person but too provocative for a curvier person. Don't get me wrong, I'm 100% with you on this. It's absurd. And it's not your fault that someone else sexualized you to the point where you can't just wear some freaking pants. Bodies are just bodies. Tell her you can style your meat mech any way you want as long as it doesn't explicitly violate the dress code. Moonwalk out. What she said is actually sexual harassment. I'm a woman and I was asked to do the same thing because of my breasts. In 2 different workplaces. I was always covered up appropriately. One, I got a decent lawsuit payout from so. It's not a double standard. It's the same standard. And it's wrong either way. OP, in my opinion you are making a big mistake being passive about this. The cardinal rule in HR, and in any legal process, which is essentially what you are in now unfortunately, is that whoever writes it down first gets to control the story. Look, your boss has just handed you a huge butt stick to beat the company with. That also makes you dangerous and she knows it. The company is not going to make the same mistake you are making. They are not going to deal with the threat you pose passively. They are going to be active about it. If you just sit there, your boss is going to find some way to really bring the crap. She would not have made this demand if she wasn't already looking for a way to get at you. I suggest you use the stick they've handed you. File your own complaint about this to HR. Make it clear that you are keeping notes and written records and intend to hold them accountable if they try any nonsense with you. They can really feel a lot of pain over this if you stick up for yourself. But if you don't, you're likely to get rolled. Maybe try compression shorts in place of underwear. I don't have a huge bulge either, but for whatever reason whenever I wear gym shorts or sweatpants with regular boxer briefs everything bunches up and it looks like I'm at half mast. I don't have this problem when wearing compression shorts underneath. Everything is tucked away nicely and stays in place. Also, to answer your question, yes, plenty of well-endowed women have been asked to wear looser clothes for the same reason. I don't think it's right as we typically can't control our body in that way, but it happens to both sides. I hate to burst your bubble, but yes, women who have large breast or large rear ends are in fact told to cover them in the workplace. Regardless, it's freaked up. Corporate America need to grow up and realize the clothes aren't the issue, it's their views. In my state a court decided that a man could not be legally penalized. Heh. For simply standing on a public bus with a turgid member, but that's in public. Maybe a corporation can tell you to shield your wang, but if that dude can legally walk around with a boner, you should be okay soft. Just tell her no, turn this conversation around on her, and tell her to stop looking at your genitals. Tell her to keep her eyes off your genitals and also document that people won't keep their eyes off your genitals or you will consider this sexual harassment. My guess is that a co-worker who is unfamiliar with men's pants thought the crease that usually happens when you're sat down was actually your weenus. Get baggier pants. Then stuff a tube sock or banana or big fat dildo in your shorts so you have a massive bulge in your baggier pants. If they complain again, get bigger pants and a bigger bulge. Keep going till your bulge can't fit through the door. I am not a lawyer or in the USA, but I think you first have to get this request demand in writing. State when you ask for it that you need a specific reason why the request is being made. Maybe use the excuse that you need to change your entire wardrobe, so you need to it made perfectly clear for your tailor so the tailor doesn't make anything wouldn't comply with what she's asking for. If she wants to know why you are asking for this, discreetly ask male colleagues who wear the same sort of pants if they have also been approached with this demand. Ask to photograph them in their pants in the office setting. If the written reply states that she is distracted by your bulge or words to this effect, then surely this proves, in writing, that she spends time, way too much time, inappropriately staring at your crotch. I'd then approach a lawyer about a possible sexual harassment case. This lady has confirmed in writing that she constantly stares at your sexual organs. You feel highly uncomfortable and you are conforming to company dress code exactly as other male colleagues. Use the photos of them as proof. However, your male colleagues are not being singled out to change their wardrobe. Thus she is specifically targeting you, sexually harassing you, acting inappropriately and making you feel extremely uncomfortable. I hope that there are consequences for her. There should not be any double standards when it comes to male and female complaints of sexual harassment. In the workplace, they are the same. I sincerely hope your lawyer says that with such a letter and photos of your colleagues, you have a slam dunk case against her. Women who cross the line should be held as accountable as men who cross the line. She seems to me to be abusing her authority over you too. If you win some cash, buy the guys who allowed you to photograph them a case of beer each as a thank you. I'm sorry this is happening to you. It's as bad for men as it is for women. I hope you have a solid case, an even more solid win, and a sweet bonus with which to celebrate Christmas. Good luck. Go and speak with HR and let them know what's been asked of you and could it be deemed as sexual harassment, then ask for money to replace your entire work wardrobe ASAP. Email your boss. Hey, boss's name. Just wanting to get the issues you raised in our recent meeting in writing so I can address them. Regards. Your name. Option 1. She'll drop the issue like a smart person. Option 2. She'll email you about your dong like an idiot. Option 3. She'll try and discuss it in person again. At which point say I'm sorry, I'm uncomfortable verbally discussing this issue with you. Please email me what the issue is and I'll resolve it. Then see option 1 or 2. As soon as she emails you, forward the email to HR, her boss, and her boss's boss, and your personal email, with an email saying Dear HR, boss's name, has been engaging in sexual harassment, making comments about my genitals during a one-on-one meeting at time and place, then followed up with the email I'm forwarding to you now. Please take steps to address this unwanted sexual attention. Trying to prove verbal sexual harassment equals your word against hers. Trying to prove written sexual harassment just requires a copy of the writing. Much easier. As a woman with large breasts who had been told several times that what I'm wearing is too distracting, I share in your frustration. Your pants look fine. If it distracts them, that's on them, not you. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.